things this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hairston. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hairston. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
If you're trying to throw these crow routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tiger! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading Moving in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That pass is incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And they corral him at the 2-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your buddies.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kamara. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Just had to pick up a few inches on the play, and they do it on 4th down.
I mean, literally, fall forward. That's all you have to do is just give me a little bit of space where I can fall forward and you can push him forward. I like it going for it on 4th down most of the time anyways, but definitely on 4th and inches.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that one one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hairston. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. LSU right back to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run through.
Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Lanier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hairston. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guy sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
That would be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our side.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. Out midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They're working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. They'll try the right side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Hand off from the shotgun. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. And some room to work. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the window...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knox. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Kamara. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Powers through the defender. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.